Hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. In this video series, we are learning Kotlin programming language with a practical demonstration. In the previous video, we discussed about when statement with a single case, when statement with a multiple case, when statement with in and dot dot operator, and else with when statement practically. You can learn that concept by watching my previous video. Now, in this video, we will discuss about what is array, ways to create an array, how to iterate the array and array list collection practically. So, let's start the session. First of all, let me give you the basic introduction about array. What is an array? So, an array is a collection of elements. You can say like that. An array is a collection of elements having the same name and same data type. This is what the basic definition of the array. So here I am writing the simple definition of the array. It is a collection of elements and elements have same name and same data type. This is very basic and very simple definition of array. You can understand the array concept by this definition. So what is an array? Array is a collection of elements having a same name and same data type. Like if you have multiple elements and you want to store that element into one variable, at that time you need to create an array. In general case, one variable can store only one value, but in the array you can store a multiple value in one variable. So to understand the array concept, there you need to understand the basic concept of the data structure. There are two type of data structure available in the programming language. First is a linear data structure. So I am just writing here, it is a linear data structure, and a second one is a non-linear data structure. You can say like that. The second type of data structure is a non-linear data structure. So there is a two type of data structure available. First is a linear data structure and another is a non-linear data structure. So if we discuss about array in this video, array is a kind of a linear data structure. Okay, and there is a different linear data structure available, like as first is array and then there is a stack, and a queue also is a linear data structure, and you can say a linked list over here. So these four is a type of a linear data structure: array, stack, queue and a linked list. Linked list is also kind of a linear data structure. So these four are the linear data structure available in the programming language, and from that we are discussing about array in this video. So array is a kind of a linear data structure. Keep this point in your mind, it is very important concept, and it is having sequential data structure. It means it is a linear data structure. So if you are creating an array, the memory will be occupied sequentially in the computer memory. Okay, so if you have created an array, there will be a multiple elements. So all the elements will be stored in the sequential manner. That's why array is called a sequential data structure over here. And you can also say array is a linear data structure. And the array of the index is starting from the 0. So these 3 point is very important about the array concept. Okay. So I am just created a file over here name as array.kt file, and in that I have written function main. So main function is a starting point of the program execution. So I will give you the practical demonstration about the array. I am just creating an array by using that array class available. Okay. So I am just created a variable my array1 equal to array, and then you can see there is a in the bracket there is a t written. So t means a template, you can say like that also. So array is a kind of template. Array is a kind of dynamic data structure, dynamic data type. You can create this array as per your requirement, as per your required data type. So if you want to create an array as integer, so in the bracket you have to write the integer. If you want to create a string array, then in the bracket you have to write the string over there. So array is a totally dynamic data type. and it is also called a template. So here I am just creating an integer array, and after that there will be a curly bracket. Over there you need to define the size of the array. Suppose I have defined the size of the array 5. So my array 1 is a variable. It will have a 5 element, and in that array there will be 5 element which can be stored. And by that curly bracket over here you can provide the default value of the all the element. I am just providing a 0 over here. So this is what the basic syntax of creating an array. First of all, variable, then variable name equal to array, and type of the array, and size of the array, and the default value of the array. So all the concept of the array, it is just we have created a simple array, simple integer array with a size 5 and the default value as a 0. So my array 1 is an array which have the 5 size, and all the element have the default value as a 0. So if you print the value of the array, you will get a 0 because we have assigned 0 as a default value. There is a different way also. I am just creating another variable. Say for example my array 2 over here equal to, there is a method available named as array of. So array of is a method, by that you can create an array also, and it is also a generic type. Like as a line number 2 we have created an array, it is also a generic type because we have assigned the integer over there. So if you do not provide any data type over here, it will accept the value. So for example 5, 8, 9, 6, 4, 7, 8, whatever. The value can be anything over here, but there is a second way you can create an array by using the array of method, and in that method you can provide the value by separated using a comma. So these all are values will be stored in the my array 2, and my array 2 is a kind of array that we have created in our Kotlin script. This is the second way you can provide these value by separating using a comma, and this value will be stored in the array. I am creating another variable. Say for example variable my array 3. I am just providing you the another way to create an array. There is a method named as array of, and then it is a generic method. You can provide the data type over here. So I have just provided a string. My array is created as a string data type. So if you have created a string over there, then over here you need to provide the string value in the array. So I am just creating an integer first. 5, 8, 9, 6, 4, 7, 9. I am just providing the integer value over here because I have created the array of integer data type. It is a generic type. Array of method is a generic type, and array class is also a generic type. You can define any type of the array. There is another way. My array 4 equal to array of. Say for example I am just want to create an array of string now. Okay, so I am just creating an array of a string by using array of method. Say for example I am assigning the value to my array Atmiya, MCA, semester 3 and Kotlin. All the values will be in the double quote. All the values is assigned by the array of method to the array, and all the value is written into the double quotes. If you remove that generic type as a string over there, that will be also acceptable. And if you write the string value as a bracket, in the bracket you write the string value, then this is also acceptable. It means that you are providing the particular data type to the array. Here there is a different way. I am just creating a my array 5 variable equal to array of, and this array of method is very generic. It is very dynamic. You can provide multiple type of value in the particular array. So for example 10 is an integer value, Atmiya is a string value, 12.5 is a double value, and if you write the f over there, it means it is a float value. So these all are the multiple type of value you can assign to your array. And now I just want to print the value of the array. Say for example print ln, and then I will write my array 1 of third element. Okay, so in the my array 1 we have assigned default value as a 0 to the every element. I am just printing the third element of my array 1. So when we run this program, we will get a 0 as an output. So this line will print the particular element of an array. Here in our example, the array name is my array 1, and I am just accessing the value of third element. And keep this point in your mind, the array index is starting from the 0. So actually the fourth element will be accessing by this line. So now I am just running the file. It is going to compile first. The project is building. As you can see, we are getting 0 as output because we have provided a default value as a 0 in all the elements in the line number 2. So that is why if we are printing the third element, we are getting 0 over here. Now suppose I am just accessing the element which is not available in the array. What will happen? In the Kotlin, there is no possibility. If you have created an array with a particular size, so you cannot access the value which are not available in the array. See over here, array index out of bounds exception in the line number 9. Okay, so what we are doing over here, we are accessing the element which is not available in the array. So now what I am doing is I am just assigning the value to the element. Is it possible in Kotlin? Yes, it is possible. You can assign the value to the element at any point of time in the Kotlin script, and you can say like that, you can change the value of the particular element in the array. So now if I am printing the value of my array 1 of 3, see over here, we are getting 6 now. So before assigning new value, there was a 0, and after assigning a new value, there is a 6 because we have assigned a new value to the element of my array 1. Okay, so now what I am doing is I am just writing my array 5 of second element. I am just accessing the value over here and I am just running the file. So we are not getting any output. Okay, we need to write this statement into the println. So I am just writing println first, and then I am just accessing or printing in the console the value of my array 5 element of 2. So I am just accessing second element of my array 5. We are getting 12.5 as an output in the console. Okay, so I hope you are getting the point how to create an array in the Kotlin and how to access the element of the particular array. Now over here I am just giving you the practical demonstration for how to iterate the element of array. For that I am just writing a for loop for I in my array 5. Okay, and then all the value will be available into the I. So I will just write into the println I. So all the values will be which are available into my array 5 will be printed on the console. Over here I just need to write a println statement. So I will write println. Now I am running the file. As you can see, we are getting all the values of my array 5 in the console. So by using that for loop, it is also called a for each loop. Okay, and then the element of array will be assigned to the I variable, and then in the loop we have printed the value of the I. So that is how we are getting the value by using the for each loop. You can use that for each loop to iterate the array. Okay, there is another way. Say for example, I am just writing the while loop over here, because if you don't know about where your loop will be ended, at that time you will use the while loop. I have explained this loop topic in my previous videos also. You can learn the loop concept in my previous videos. So here I am using while loop because currently I don't know how many elements available into the array. Okay, now I am just using the for loop over here. So I am just writing for I in 0 until my array 5 dot size. So what we have done over here, we have started a loop from 0 to the size of the array. This is also a dynamic way to iterate the loop. And in that loop you can print the value of the I, because all the value of the elements available into the I, one by one value is assigned to the I, and then in the for loop we are just printing the value into the console. So this loop is starting from the 0 and ended with the size of the array. Okay, so over here I have written print my array 5 of I. So all the value will be available into the my array 5. It is an array, but here we are accessing using the index, and here we are accessing the value with the element. So there is a two way you can access the value of the element. You can iterate the array, and you can have one by one value in the variable. So this is what you are getting the elements from the array, And second loop we have done with the index value. See over here 20 Atmiya 12.5 is printed. I just need to reformat these print statement. Now I am running again. The value is, we are getting the value as 10 Atmiya 12.5, 10 Atmiya 12.5. Both loop are providing us the same output, but the first loop is available, is accessing the direct value, and the second loop is accessing the value via the index of the array. These both for loop are working in the different way. First is a for each loop and second one is a indexed loop. So this is what I have given you the practical definition of the how to create an array, how to print the array, and now I am just giving you the definition of collection. What is collection? So you can say like collection is a kind of framework which are having a multiple class, and if there is a multiple class, so there will be a methods also and a data members also and a member variable also. Okay, so I am just giving you the practical definition of one of the collection available in the Kotlin named as ArrayList. Okay, so before that let me just give you the basic information about what is collection. So collection is a kind of a framework which have a multiple classes, and if there is a class there is a data member and member function available into the class. So you can understand like that a collection is basically a framework which are having a multiple classes. So collection is a kind of framework which are having multiple classes. Okay, keep this point in your mind. It is a very important concept. Like as a collection is available in the multiple programming language also. Like as collection is available in the Java, collection is available in the Python also. So most probably all the higher level language will have the collections. And if there is a classes, then there will be a data members and member functions available into the class. After that, you just create an object of that class and you can access the method of the particular class, and there will be object oriented fundamentals also. So now I am just creating another Kotlin script to give you a practical demonstration of a collection name as ArrayList. I have just written function main over here, and I am just creating a variable first. Say for example arr equal to, I am just writing ArrayList over here. So ArrayList is a kind of generic type. You just need to provide the data type to the particular ArrayList. If you provide integer over here, the array is created as an integer. If you provide a string over here, the array is created as a string. So it is a generic type, it is a dynamically type. Okay, you just need to provide the data type as per your requirement. So in that bracket, I am just writing, say for example, a string. Okay, so ArrayList is a class available into the Kotlin framework. You can see that class also by clicking control and click on the particular class name. So here arr is an array that we have created, and now I am just control click on the ArrayList. It is a kind of actual type alias named as ArrayList, and it is available in the Kotlin.collection package. There is a method named as add arr.add. If you want to add a value, a element to your ArrayList, there is a method named as add. Okay, so I am just calling that method by using that object named as arr. Arr is the object of the ArrayList, and we have created an ArrayList over here. arr.add, say for example in the double quote I am just writing Atmiya. So because we have created a string array over here, I am just providing the string value to the object. So I am just copying that line and paste it into the new line, and now I am just changing the value. Say for example Atmiya MCA, then there is a value, say for example semester 3, and then at Kotlin and Android. Okay, so these 5 value I have added to my ArrayList. ArrayList is a generic type of collection. We have created a ArrayList as a string, so our list is created as a string data type. So there is a method named as add. By using that method, by calling that method, you can add the value to the ArrayList. And now I am just printing arr. Let me just give you the output. You can see like that Atmiya MCS M3 Kotlin Android, and it is displaying in the square brackets. It is like as a list which are available into the Python language. It is displaying like a list. So array list is a kind of a list also. If you have created an array list and you just print that list, you will get the output like that. Okay. Now what I am doing is I just want to convert array list to the array. So how we can do that? There is a method named as a toArray which are available to the array list, and we have an object of the array list named as ARR. So ARR is our object of the array list, and by using that object you can call a method which are available into the array list class. So I am just creating a variable, say for example ARR1 equal to ARR dot toArray is the method. ToArray is the method. This method is used to convert your array list to the array. Okay. So if you have an array list and you just want to convert that array list to the simple array, there is a method named as toArray. So by using that ARR object, we have called a method named as a toArray. So this method will help us to convert array list to the simple array. So array list is a class which are having a method named as add and toArray. There is a multiple method available. So now what I am doing is I am just sorting the value ARR1 dot sort, and then I am just printing the value ARR1. Okay. So now I am just running the file. We are getting this object as a value because ARR1 is our object and we have printed the object directly. So for that what we need to do is we just need to write for I in 0 until ARR1 dot size. Okay, I am just accessing the elements of the value by using the index. So in the print statement now I am just writing ARR of I. That is what I have given you the demonstration in the previous program also. Now I am just running the file. As we are getting the output Android.me Kotlin, but over here what we just need to do is we just need to separate that value by the /n, or you can separate by the space also. So ARR1 is our object. We have called a sort method over here. So what I am doing is I am just writing println over here. Now I am just running the file. As you can see in the output, we are getting all the values as an array elements, because we have accessing the elements of the array by using the index of the array. This is not an array list now. ARR1 is our array that we have created by using the toArray method of the array list class. So there is a multiple methods available. Say for example ARR.remove. In that method you just need to provide a value that you want to remove from the array list. Suppose I just want to remove that semester 3 over here. So when we run the file, we are not getting any output, but the value is removed from the array list. To check that, we just need to print the ARR, means our array list. You can see over here, the semester 3 value, it is not there in the list because we have removed that value. Now there is a contains method also, ARR.contains. If you want to check the value is there or not, okay. I just want to check that if the semester 3 is there in the list or not. So contains is a method. This method will use to check whether the value is available into the array list or not. I am just running the file and definitely it will return the true or false value, depends on the value. So now what I am doing is I am just writing in the println statement ARR.contains semester 3. Because if you do not print the value, we will not getting into the console. See over here, we are getting a false value now. What it means that? It means that semester 3 is not available. Then you can check with a negation operator or not operator also. In the line number 19, what we have done? We have checked is semester 3 is not available. Then we are getting true as an output. It is very logical part. Okay. We are checking is the semester 3 value is not available. If you remove that not operator over there, we are getting a false. Okay. There is a set method also available. Now if you want to set the value to the particular index to the array list, the set method is available. So I just want to set the value to my first element semester 3, and then what we just need to do is print the array list over here, because we just need to identify the value. Okay, see over here in the list we are getting semester 3 now. That value is overridden, that previous value will be MCA on the first index. Now in the first index there is a semester 3 is the value which are we have set it by using the set method. So these all are the methods available into the array list collection. Collection is a kind of framework having multiple class, and if there is a class and so there will be a method. We have understand that method name as add, and then to array, remove, contains, and set. So these four methods that I have given you the practical demonstration for the array list collection. So that's all from my side in this video. In the next video, we will discuss about user-defined function, user-defined function with a parameter, user-defined function with a prefix, UDF with a return value, and where arg with a function practically. So stay tuned to my channel, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.